All right. Let's see if we're back. So right now the sun is at 22 degrees, 49 minutes, Sagittarius. Which means that in less than 1 degree is the Goldragon's Phoenix. What happened? Okay, so live. What, did we just pick it back up? No. Okay, good. It works. Welcome to Goldragon Broadcast. On this wonderful 23rd degree of Sagittarius, 5917 Anno Mundi on the real calendar. So, maybe I'll start using Anunnaki chronology. It's for another day. So, or I should say Anuna. This video, hello. All right. Here, I know how we're gonna do this. This is all just happening. Let's do it. Oh, here, pen, paper, pen. Oh, here, that's funny. So this is, well, it started here. I was trying to figure out something which I've actually solved. This is interesting, this story here. Maybe we can fit that in here. There's so much to unpack. It's crazy. And I realized someone who used to know the man that became Legal Dragon, who still probably thinks of him that way, at least in part. Okay, let's start this properly. So, 23rd degree. Done this before. '23rd of Sagittarius, 59:17 a.m. Goldragon dot creom dot me. Something about, I can see why they mirror the camera. Makes it easier to. Welcome to this 23rd degree of Sagittarius, 59:17 Anno Mundi on the real calendar. None of this false Hebrew Anno Mundi stuff. This is a long overdue update. There's been a lot of crystallization, amalgamation, integration, deliberation, and silence. Not as much silence as we wish, but more than previously. So, on the topic of those who think they know, this fella here. Yeah, a lot has changed. a lot. So much so that it is essentially unwise to take anything for granted now at all. Anything at all for granted with this person here. So, stem cells, for example, this is the most recent Phoenix point coming up tomorrow, less than 1 degree away. These less than 1 degree away from his Phoenix return is 101st Phoenix. So the power is surging. This is a disrupting power. These are moments of change of direction and knowing about it. This is the first time this is by far the most fully enjoyed, contemplated, and aware Phoenix point of his life. Actually, no. It's the first one. Sorry. Because the last one was on the 6th of Leo, at which point Lee wasn't aware of this. So here's a little something. So this degree and day scale thing was just the visual, but the rest is, so this is the symbol that Lee developed for the Phoenix, and this is phi, okay, and phi is the golden ratio, and the Phoenix is 138, right? 138 years, and a year is a degree. The Phoenix contains the key to astrology. All right, let's do this, since we kind of have to. Oh, my book got damaged. Okay, so here's some basic astrology. So from one point of Aries to the other is 1 year. This is the movement north-south of the sun. So it turns out that the sun's movement north-south slows down in the summer and speeds up in the winter. This is why I was doing the degree per day. So right now a day is less. Sorry. Yeah, right now a day is more than a degree because we're in winter. And in the summer, it's the other way around. So here is the solar Phoenix. All right. So phi solar, 138 degrees, approximately the golden angle. Solar cycle, 11 and a half suns. 11 and a half times 12 is 138. The solar amplitude, north-south, 23 degrees, 26 minutes. 23 times 6. So we get the 6. And from the 6, with the sexagenary cycle, or 1/10 of a Nur, which is the ancient Anunnaki reckoning, the Nur, which is preserved in the sexagenary cycle, is the other key, together with the 6, the 60, 138 is only a golden ratio, or approximately, very close to, as far as fractions, whole fractions go. It's the closest you can get. So 23 over 60 is the same as 138 over 360. So why 360? Well, because 365 days, right? 365.242. So that's the vague year, because it doesn't actually represent the movements of the sun north-south. That's what matters. This is why they used the sun and not the days. The days are a clue to obtain 360. From 360, everything makes sense. Why 600 years? Why 138 years? So it's essentially the Phoenix and all these cataclysms, the 600-year cataclysm, that proves that 360 is the key to the cycle. So we divide the cycle by 360, which is why this 360 degree in the circle. But the degrees represent the movement of the sun. So in the summer, it slows down, and there's less than 1 degree per day. And in the winter, it speeds up, and there's more than 1 degree in a day. And no one's ever talked about that. I discovered it because I was following the degrees every day. I've been following the degrees. So right now it's 22 degrees in about 50 minutes, Sagittarius, which is 362 degrees from the point of Aries. Sorry, what am I saying? 262, not 362. Sorry. 262 degrees from the point of Aries. And when we switch to cardinal notation, you'll notice that 22 degrees and whatever becomes the 23rd. Right? Because the first starts at 0. Now that that's out of the way, every 138 degrees from a birth, and then any great event like the birth of a being into a new realm, will create a phoenix ripple, which is essentially just a golden ratio effect in their timeline. So mine is less than 1 degree away. And when this happens, now I've seen it, the power comes up. So there's also, there's a sub-frequency. So there's your phoenix opposition, 69 degrees. There's going to be a phoenix trine at 46 and another one at 92. And then there's sextiles, 1/6. So even those are like variations, and sometimes they can be really powerful too because there's other effects like a sun opposition. So my last one was my last phoenix opposition was right around my sun opposition. So it created a nexus solar point. And for example, I call him my friend. I hope it's okay. But someone, Joel Schaefer, whom I interviewed, just had his phoenix exactly on his sun return. Wow. Do you see that? That's what the phoenix looks like. So Lee took care of the dog, and then somebody put him back. This is looking like a confrontation. All right, so you got the phoenix. We got this far. Now I gotta go take care of the dog.